Well, I was gonna show you guys the Polaris 4 before I put this second coating on, but I ended up taking a phone call from one of my buddies and we had a, well, not so friendly discussion about the state of the industry and, well, a lot of the negativity that's put out in YouTube videos, because a lot of people would rather make videos on how the market sucks and how being a car guy is no fun anymore because everything's so expensive. Everybody would rather make videos on that instead of making videos on how you can still keep the car hobby affordable and how you can make your own parts and how you can get stuff done without spending a fortune. And also there's the fact that sometimes we as car guys have to lower our freaking standards to get the stuff done we want. Sometimes you can't get the $800 floor pan you want for your 64 Polaris, so you got to save up your money and hope it's still available when you have the money. Like me. And you know what? I don't like it, but you don't see me making a video on it now, do you? And sorry to get serious on you guys, but it's seriously aggravating. Life is what you make it. Every day is precious. And if all you focus on is negativity in this world, that's all you're gonna get out of it. Take it from someone who's 30 years old and has already had stage 3 cancer and, well, suffers from chronic anxiety and, of all things, is a freaking car guy who loves going around in big swap meets and meeting people and also has crippling social anxiety. And I still make the best of my stuff. And heck, and also I'm going to throw this in there. For all the guys who make fun of my long hair, it's there to cover my cancer scar. So, if you're ever curious, I grew my hair out so I didn't have to wear a hat as much in the summertime. This is not any more pleasant, but, you know, you don't get to keep your long hair forever. Someday it's going to disappear. So, I will see you guys tomorrow, and we'll see how that floor looks. Sorry for getting super serious, but I felt like it needed to be said, and I hope you guys aren't getting down in the car hobby, because even though it does suck sometimes, we can still make the best of it. Look at the Barracuda, look at Jezebel, look at all the stuff. Like, okay, I'll go ahead and say this. When I was a young man, I wanted a 68 to 70 Charger like most everybody, because to me that was the coolest car, because it's what my dad had in high school when he was street racing. Yes, I know I'm balding because of my cancer spot. But I couldn't afford one. I knew as a young man, at like 16, 17, 18 years old, there was no way that car was ever in the ballpark for me to be a first car. So I settled and I knew I could go to the later model Chargers or I can go to the later years. Earlier or later, I like the later stuff, but I didn't like 73, 71 through 4 Chargers, and I settled on a 73 Satellite Sebring Plus. And you know, as much as that car has been a pain in my ass, I still love it. So, there's my little rant, you can call it, over with. And now, let's make our cars actually somewhat functional and get some stuff done, because ranting and raving and whining about the internet isn't gonna solve anything now, is it? But actually making your own parts and getting progress, that's getting it done. Yes, and I will go ahead and acknowledge the fact that I'm the same guy not that long ago that really didn't want to finish out a 64 Polaris because he didn't want to spend the $800. But you know what? I grew up and I found my pair and I realized that if I really want to tune my car, I've got to fork up the freaking money and I've got to work my butt off to buy the parts to finish it, and I've got to do the work. And I'm going to do it because I like that car and it's worth it to me. So, there you go. I will own up to being one of the whiners. But you know what? I grew past it. I think you guys can too, if you're one of them.